In this video, we're going to take a look at the Energy Universal Collective for the Scorpio new moon. That falls on November 7th, 2018. Welcome and greetings. Thank you for tuning in and watching Medium Tarot TV channel. My name is Edward, Psychic Medium, your soul messenger host, assisting us all, including myself, to live, love, and manifest the life that our soul intended for us to live this lifetime. Let's get busy. And this is truly a let's get busy time. Scorpio, very mystical, magical energy in itself, and new moons, time to, well, I feel it's the best time to attract, manifest, create, going along with the law of attraction, even though technically we can do it any time of the year. All right, so let's start with a quick energy review of our Zodiac year, 2018. The full video is up. Just go to our website, go to your Zodiac sign link. The dates would be April 15, 2018 through April 4th, 2019. And I believe the video was called Dare to Dream. So we have karma, destiny, fate, past life energy. This is carried over from Zodiac year 2017. Being comfortable in our own skin. Claiming our fate. Creating our fate. Then there's the energy of partnership. Any type of partnership. Starting with the partnership with ourselves, of course, self-love, which we really were, well, we were supposed to be working on last year. And this is now like, now that we did self-love, now how about having the type of partnership that we would want and desire? This we have to throw in the mix twin flame relationships and soulmates as well, because we're dealing with past life energy, if that's something you resonate with. But we have to throw it into the mix. So everything was leading up to Libra, the zodiac month of Libra, 2018. You can either rewatch or refresh. You can go back and check out that video. Again, Zodiac sign link on the website. See anything else they want to add. So, okay, this is a very interesting observation. I just receiving this information because I'm channeling. So, in astrology, there's something known as Saturn return. And it happens around our 29th birthday. Some people experience it sooner, but you know, around the 29th birthday. So energetically, up to our first Saturn return, we're usually working on personality stuff. Now this might have shifted from when I was a young'un, because I have seen much advancement since when I was reincarnated this time around, which is great. So time is sped up, a lot of soul growth, soul evolution, a lot of awakenings, great, and great. Feels like it's slow because we're still dealing with a lot of stuff globally, but, you know, it doesn't happen overnight. So the point that I was trying to make was before our first Saturn return, we're basically working on personality stuff. And then after our Saturn return, then we start to work on soul issues. Okay? So, let's see. How are they phasing this? Well, it could be up to or, no. Up to, so that's through Virgo 2018. This is starting on April 15th with the new zodiac year, the Aries new moon. So through Virgo 2018, we have been building and growing and evolving. And then as of Libra 2018, it's time to really get busy. And as my tagline is, um, assisting us all to live, love, and manifest the life that our soul intended for us to live this lifetime. Let's get busy. So, as of Libra 2018, yeah, big time, see? So it's almost as if we work everything out, and then we implement it. All right, they wanted to pass that on? Interesting. Okay, let's move on. Now let's do a quick energy review of the month energy. And the month energy that we're talking about is for Scorpio 2018. That video is already up, as well as the Taurus full moon of October 24th. So both those videos are up. Go to your Zodiac sign link. So the month energy that we have: inner strength, fortitude, and problems. And it is running right towards them, running right towards our problems, not hiding, not avoiding, not denial. Though, of course, we're always going to know people in denial, unfortunately. Well, hopefully not always, but you know what I mean. This is not a time, never is it, but it's never a time to hide our light, hide our truth, hide our voice, not to express ourselves, but to run through our problems so we work through them. Yeah, big time. There's the underlying energy of working through financial issues, if we have poverty consciousness. I go into that in the Taurus full moon video, big time. This is an extremely magical month, as we would expect for Scorpio. Totally. A lot of conjuring. So that means a lot of manifesting, creating. And hopefully it's what we want it to be as opposed to what we don't want it to be. And I'm going to go into that next with the current week energy. So this is why, we really have to keep ourselves in, as much as possible, in like a calm zone, like the cone of silence, because we're not to be interrupted. We're not to be thrown off our path. I know it's easier said than done because crap happens. But we have to stay in our center. And we're working through that as well for the Zodiac month of Scorpio 2018. And if there's ever a time for transformation, this is it. That's one of the key words for Scorpio. Okay? All right, I'm just going to leave it at that because it's just a quick energy review. All right. So now we go into new territory. So now we are discussing the week energy. So the week energy technically would be, not October, November 7th through the 14th. But everything that falls on this day for the new moon carries the tone for the lunar month. New moon to new moon. So here we have the energy. Okay. Actually, before I go into the week energy, I just want to state, so I can add that in, but the timestamp below the video, if you're watching on YouTube or on our website. I just want to say the astrological influences. So for the Zodiac year, 2018, we have all Libra sun signs, and also if you have the astrological placement of Venus in Zodiac Cancer. Okay? Activated, empowered, and or triggered for the Zodiac year, 2018. For the month of Scorpio, 2018, all Leo sun signs, and also if you have a placement of Moon in Aquarius, you're activated, empowered, and or triggered. All right. Now we get to the week energy. And this astrological influence, let me say this so I don't forget, is the planet Mars in Capricorn. All right? So if there was ever a time to get busy, this is it, right? Mars in Capricorn. Now this is not necessarily current in the skies. This is the energetic influence. This is the energy we're working with. So I do understand the distinction, okay? So Mars is action, impetus, drive for us to move forward, as well as other things. Capricorn is slow and steady, wins the race. It's like the mountain goat climbing a sheer cliff. But it gets there. It gets to the top. It might take a bit longer, but it gets there, okay? Kudos to Capricorn. All right, so there's that, which is wonderful. The energy that I attribute to it is the sense of security within. And I always have the vision of Iron Man with the apparatus that he has right here. Because this energy, the heart energy, is our soul energy. Heart and soul energetically connected. So this is the energy that I attribute to the sense of security within. Self-worth, self-love, self-esteem, self-confidence. Part of the element of earth issues, and I feel that that's the most important, and even more important than health, because if this energy is iffy, wobbly, or negative, it ends up affecting our physical health. And since energy attracts energy, okay, whatever we have going on within is what we end up attracting, creating, manifesting. And half the time, it's not what we want. Okay? So, we can say and do all the right things, but if we're thinking or if we're feeling negative or iffy or wobbly, don't really believe it, universe is going to be like, they're not ready. Okay? It's just energy matching energy. Okay? That's basically what it is. Now, this is a very good time to, if it resonates with you, feels proper, this is a very good time to get artsy, to paint, to draw, to create. Okay? Yeah. Underneath that would be, it really feels like it's like expressing our voice, but through a medium of art. Now, that can be any way you want. That could be music, that could be dance, but it's expressing through something physical that you can physically, tangibly see. So that's why it's art, painting, drawing, music, writing music, whatever, doesn't matter. Dancing, okay? And it's also acknowledging how far we have come. Let's just say, even though I felt the intensity, I felt was like this. I felt the intensity as of December 31st, 2017, when the ball dropped on New Year's Eve. If you've watched my videos, you've heard me say that before. But let's just, so you can say since then, or you can say as of April 15th, 2018 with the new Zodiac year. Let's acknowledge what we have gone through. Let's give ourselves credit. Maybe we survived. Now it's time to thrive, right? But lots of growth, lots of evolution, soul growth and soul evolution has been occurring. And I've seen it with a lot of, I'm going to call them, I don't like to call them customers or clients, because each reading that I do with someone is so personal. It's almost as if they're like energetic friend or family. But for the readings that I do, personal readings that I do, there's a lot of growth, evolution, and awakening occurring, and I am thrilled because it's time. Wouldn't you say? Let's see if there's anything else I want to add to this. No. Okay, not for now. All right. Now, the day energy. And this is a tricky one at first, but since it's occurring during Scorpio transformation, breakthrough, 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 breakthrough. It just gave me that word, breakthrough. Okay. So the day energy obviously would be for November 7th, when there is the technical that's when the actual Scorpio new moon occurs, carries the tone for lunar month to lunar month. So let me give you those dates, and I will probably add it in the title of the video, if not right away. I always end up doing it eventually. So the December, all right, so we're basically talking November 7th through December 6th, 2018, because the Sagittarius new moon, well, depending on where you are, Eastern or Pacific, here in the States, Eastern, the new moon falls on December 7th in the wee hours of the morning, so it depends on where you are. So this is the energy of, let me say the astrological influence before I forget. It's Mars in Gemini. So if you have placement of Mars in Gemini, you're activated, empowered, and are triggered for this lunar month. So the energy that well, just that alone, I would say it's decision time. It's time to make a choice just with that alone. Okay? Narrow down our options. What are we going to do now? What are we going to do later? I don't want to narrow down our options literally or possibilities. It's just what are we going to take care of now? What are we going to take care of later? So the energy that I attribute to this is, which is not connected to that, is negative waiting time. Waiting for something to happen. So it's like Eeyore with a cloud over his head. It's waiting for Godot. It's could have had a V8. It's waiting for the local train or bus when 3 expresses pass by and we could have been on them. So, this is not a happy, happy, happy energy. It's of the mind, conscious mind. It's the element of air. It's time being dragged out. It's waiting for something to happen. So, we're not, if we go there, I mean, we all go there, if we go there, we're to better pop ourselves out, not to stay in that state of mind of being. But I feel that with all the energy thus far, it's being presented so we can go to that and just work through it, break through it, run through it, basically. Very interesting. There used to be a saying that, I don't mean this any other way, but just as an actual saying, not actually physically. But if you give them enough rope, they'll hang themselves. Which basically means if you allow someone to do stupid things, well, it's not up to us to allow someone. If someone does stupid things, eventually it's going to come back to bite them in the bum. Well, they're saying this lunar month we're going to see that happen. And it's of their own doing. Now, I just thought I would add this, that we can try to assist someone and help them, but all we can really do is help someone help themselves, and they still have to do the actual work. So we can say, hey, this looks like a good path for you, but it's still up to them to decide and to actually do it. But they wanted to mention that, so that's interesting information. So, in essence, we're talking like an energetic death, which is very Scorpio. So it's like getting rid of outmoded ways of thinking, definitely, and feeling, and where we place our time and energy is what we end up creating, attracting, manifesting. And then I always say for the good, the bad, the wise, and the wicked, because it depends on the energy that's going on within. Because if it's iffy, wobbly, or negative, odds are half the time it's going to be exactly the opposite of what we actually want. Ain't that a kick in the head, right? But it is the way it is. So we're not really to be, like a vulture hanging around for this to happen to people, but we just, keep yourself busy, do your thing. Just might hear this. It'll be interesting to see what comes up in this next lunar month in reference to that. People who seemingly get away with things, some people are going to be called out or exposed. I don't think we are the ones that should do it. I think we should leave it to the universe, basically. Because why should we create more drama than necessary? All right, they want to add this as an example. So let's say someone has done you a wrong. Okay, so you can report it, but then step back and let the universe take care of it. It's not like, I'm not saying to have blind faith. Okay. Let's see, anything else you want to add to this? Again, this is not a time to ignore stuff. No, this is not a time to hide, ignore, pretend, or denial, even though we're going to probably know someone in denial. But it's going to be, it's not going to work out. Okay? All right. All right. Then we get to the psychic insight theme for this new moon. And this is, even though I think I just love this time, Scorpio. I love autumn. I love Halloween, Samhain. To me, it is the Celtic New Year, and to me, it is a new year, even though I celebrate December 31st with some chin-chin, with some champagne. All right. So the Scorpio new moon is technically at 15 degrees, okay? And on November 7th, it is Samhain cross quarter day, which means the sun reaches 15 degrees Scorpio. Very magical. Very magical. So, the astrological influence of the psychic insight theme is Scorpio sun. So all Scorpio sun signs are activated, empowered, and or triggered. Of course, it had to be Scorpio because it's a Scorpio new moon. All right. So the energy now that I attribute to this is love affair. Now, yeah, it can be love. Okay, let's go that route first. A lot of times in readings, and depends. Personal reading is a personal reading, so it depends on the person, your energy. But a lot of times, people are ultra focused or over focused on having a relationship, and they're told to relax and enjoy yourself. That doesn't mean do something that you're going to regret later, but enjoy the process, enjoy the dating, enjoy the going out. Don't look at it as a chore. So that's what this energy reminds me of. Love affair is the simple pleasures of life, enjoying life. Would you believe that our natural state is supposed to be bliss? Yeah, I know. So everything old is new again. Everything complicated can be simplified. Just about. That's what this energy is about. So it is, it can be childhood wonder. Childlike wonder. The things we enjoyed as a child. Bringing back our imagination. Not a dirty word. It's not a bad thing. But, you know, in Scorpio fashion, could involve being naked as well, getting naked as well, because love affair is love affair. Now, there are certain energies that I attribute with love. I basically used to be like a specialty in love by default before 9/11, and then the energy shifted, and now I see the energy shifting back to love, which is a very good sign for the consciousness of the planet. Woohoo! Lifting, vibration, lifting to love. Thank goodness. So there is the beginning stages of love, which is the flirting, the batting of the eyelashes, the holding hands, gazing into each other's eyes, cup of joe, cup of coffee, talking endlessly. Okay, that's great. Then there's the love affair stage, which is tripping the light fantastic, horizontal mambo, but no commitment. That's what this energy is. That doesn't mean that, you know, we can't go beyond it, but that's just saying. And then there is commitment energy, which would be either you have a commitment to each other, you're going to be monogamous, or you're going to get married, or you're going to be in a union, in a partnership, whatever you want to call it. It just means there's no zooming around with anyone else, okay? Yeah, that's what that means. Though, you know, nowadays, relationships, you know, the dynamics have changed, and if you have, well, it's really blurred lines. If you have, like, an agreement that you're going to see other people, well, I guess I'm old-fashioned. It's kind of blurred lines, but it is what it is. We'll just leave it at that. So, are we enjoying our life? That's the question to ask. What's going to bring us enjoyment? Quite frankly. And enjoyment should be built in. I mean, there's the stuff that we need, but enjoyment should be, you know, food, shelter. But this enjoyment should be built in. And it could be simple. So it doesn't have to, you know, whatever your, I was going to say whatever your current budget is, but that really goes to our, according to our consciousness, that's in the Taurus full moon. I discussed that. But, because I was going to say it doesn't have to break the bank, but currently, which can shift. All right. So I'm getting for that. And then there is my favorite part. There is the theme healing song. Theme healing song. So usually I'm either given a song. Sometimes I hear like a lyric. I'm given a lyric, or sometimes a lyric or a melody or a song, and then I go hunt for it. This time all I got was same group. So for the, let's see, it would be for the Taurus full moon of October 24th. The song that was chosen is 1 Foot, which is from the group Walk the Moon. So they said use the same group. So I went through their songs, and we landed on the sound, what's called Sound of Awakening, because here we are, Scorpio. Here we are. Scorpio is a rebirth, is a transformation. I mean, it is time. It is time, folks. It is time. And, as I love to do, I discovered, so that song is going to be on the website. Go to the website, go to your Zodiac sign link. And through that, found like a little hidden gem, which I don't know quite yet, because this is being filmed in advance, how that's going to be utilized, if I'm going to have it on the website. Probably, most likely, it will be included in the e-newsletter Now, I'm going to mention this because we're talking Scorpio, right? So in the newsletter, there are hidden songs and links. It's quite easy though. All you have to do is you go on, there's images, right, in the newsletter. Most of them, if you click on the image, it'll take you to a video or some type of information. And that's probably how I'm going to utilize this, this hidden gem. Okay. I'm just going to leave it at that. But it's also associated with the group Walk the Moon. Just going to leave it at that. All right. So this is a time of transformation, rebirth, coming out of our shell, however you want to see it. This is a truly magical time, and I hope we make the most of it. Okay? So go big or go home with whatever you want to create, attract, manifest with this Scorpio new moon. Okay? All right. So what I like to say at the end of the video is if you enjoyed, resonated, benefited from this energy read, channeled message, would you please like, share, subscribe? It's greatly appreciated for those who do. Thank you to those who do. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our e-newsletter list. There's tons of member perks for those who subscribe to the e-newsletter, including an automatic discount. Then you can donate. You can, let's see, have a psychic reading session with myself and my guides. And you can also check out Medium Tarot TV. That's the link. It's a video subscription service for daily insight and inspiration to assist us applying law of attraction videos to assist us all, including myself, in being co-creators with the universe. Because that's what we are. We're spiritual beings in a physical body, and we can do some wonderful things if we believe. Okay? With the proper energy. All right. So now I'm going to say, in closing, until next time we connect, be well, take care, stay inspired, and hope to see you real soon in another video. Thanks for joining us.